Hello, welcome to Home is Where the Horror Is. I am John. This is Alice. Or Ali. This is another segment of bad movies I love. It's going to be an interesting one. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, as you can tell by the title. Flack's good, I can take it, bring it. Yes, I did buy this on Blu-ray, my friends. Let me tell you why though. Don't jump on me back just yet. We've all got those movies to watch when we're kids that hold a special place in our heart. Doesn't matter how fucking bad or atrocious they are. This is the only Jaws film I owned for a long time. Jaws is actually my all-time favourite movie. But, you know, we weren't made of money when I was a kid, so I only had a shitty version that was recorded off the TV. So, my mum owned a video shop, basically, and when the video shop got shut down, the only two Jaws movies I had on original, unfortunately, was Jaws 3 and Jaws The Revenge, which we will get to, don't you worry about that one. Jaws 3, ever since I was a child, all I ever wanted of Santa Claus or the fucking Easter Bunny was to see this movie the way it was supposed to be seen in 3D. Blu-ray 3D brought along that opportunity, and you know what they did? Fucking threw it away.
Piece of shit.
There's one really good 3D scene in it, and it involves a hypodermic needle coming out the screen and it squirts out this shit, and it actually looks really good. It's impressive. But there's one scene in particular that really broke my heart, if I'm going to be honest with you. Can anyone remember that shitty bit at the end when the fucking shark's coming towards the control room that looks like it belongs in a fucking James Bond movie? Well, I thought, you know what, that shark looks fucking ridiculous. Give me 2 seconds. I drew this the other day. I can't draw, by the way. Somehow I do good jobs if I overdo the mistakes and shit. I drew this the other day, and you probably agree this probably looks more intimidating than the shark that was in the movie. And I only drew this because I'll probably show you a lot of it actually. Alice got this nice expensive new mirror that it just looked too boring. I was getting sick of my own reflection, so I just put loads of shit all over it.
Ruined.
And Jaws 3, the shark was one of them, because I thought maybe I can do the breaking glass effect better than the fucking movie did. I haven't gotten to it yet. I need some fancy bits and pieces for that. But what I do want to talk about is the movie's good points. And yes, there are some good points in this movie. Don't jump on us just yet. It's got some interesting things that none of the other Jaws movies do. First of all, the story is actually I think it's quite solid. The whole SeaWorld thing. Now, I always say effects don't make a movie. This one, you kind of go down and off and say effects don't make a movie. Then you have to go, well, acting kind of does make a movie, and especially when it's Jaws. So you got to knock the acting and the effects out the park straight away. What you're left with, all I had as a kid, the fucking shark. And this movie does things better than the other Jaws. You're getting in the mouth view of the shark. The camera's in there and you can see some dude still half eaten with a grenade in his hand. That's fucking dark, that, man, for a Jaws film. I mean, did you think Jaws, would you class Jaws as a horror film? The first one?
Yeah.
But Jaws is actually a horror movie, and not a lot of people would think. I keep forgetting, to be honest, it's a horror movie.
It's scary.
It's scary. I saw people going in the water, I know that for sure. The water, sorry. I'm trying not to talk in my weird dialect, because I know a lot of people will understand. The water, the ocean. Stop people going in the ocean. It did for the ocean what Psycho did for showers. Didn't do for me. I think Psycho was an overrated piece of garbage. Shh. But it did start off the slasher trend. But I had to subject Alice to this movie, and that's where the interesting part comes in. Because now you get to hear the opinion of somebody who's watched it as a grown-up with fresh new eyes. What did you think of Jaws 3, Alice?
Piece of shit. Burn it.
Hold on a second. There's reservations for that kind of movie, and you know which one I'm talking about, everyone. This is a fucking piece of shit here. Films like that deserve to be burned. Don't judge me for having this on Blu-ray, by the way. I'll let you decide if you have to the fate of this, because I had to buy it a double pack before the actual box set was out, and I got a good price on it, so don't judge me. Jaws 3 doesn't deserve to be burned. It's got a good storyline. The SeaWorld angle was quite good.
I like the storyline. I just don't look how the shark looks. It looks like a drone.
It did look like a drone, but after all these years, I wanted to see the 3D effects. And when I got a 3D
What's the last
TV, I
3D?
paid a lot of fucking money for a 3D TV. When I spent, I don't know where it's gone now, I threw it away somewhere. But when I watched Jaws 3 and I sat down to enjoy that, I could do this. This looks more 3D. Basically, the people who made that film were so, they just couldn't give a shit. They transferred that to 3D, like, they just didn't even try. Like, apart from that hypodermic needle for some reason. I wish they put all that work into the final shot with the shark, because then it would have been worth it. But they didn't. That whole shot doesn't look 3D, so if you thought you were missing out, if you thought you were staring at nothing when you're watching the normal version, well, guess what? You get to stare at nothing in this version while getting a fucking tumour doing so, because you're watching the bad 3D transfer. I'm not a huge 3D fan. I do have some 3D movies that work better than others. I prefer the whole depth perception thing as opposed to people throwing shit at you, which I'm not going to do because my phone will fall off there. But what would you rate this movie, Alice?
1.
1. And it's rated 12, by the way. 12, that's kind of hardcore for a Jaws
I'd
film.
rate the story maybe an 8.
The story, I'd give the story. Basically, there didn't need to be any more Jaws films after the first one. And like, oh, the next episode's going to be a beauty because you're going to love that shit. But Jaws 1 is it was a sleeper classic. Is it what you call a sleeper, isn't it? Steven Spielberg made that movie not expecting it to be anywhere near as big as it was. And Jaws was actually, in fact, the first summer blockbuster. It was like, it set off that trend. There didn't need to be a sequel. In Jaws 2, In Jaws 2, Chief Brody asks the shark expert, is it possible that if I've killed a shark in these oceans, that other sharks may be attracted to that and come back? And her words to Chief Brody are, sharks don't take things personally, Chief Brody. Well, they fucking did in this franchise, let me tell you. There's a shark we're going to talk about in the next episode. Took things very... Oh, the Brody's got under his skin, didn't they? Brody's got under his fucking skin. But we're going to talk about in the next episode. Jaws 3, what did you think of Jaws 3? I know everyone hates it, but let's just look at some of the deaths in that movie. It's pretty dark, like, and after everybody in the underground Bond hideout thing has been eaten, what did you think of the dolphins surviving, Alice?
No need.
Can you remember that, guys, when everyone's been eaten and the two Dennis Quaid and...
Great happy ending after all.
Oh, hello, Ollie. This is Ollie, by the way.
Ollie
the Shih Tzu. All they're concerned about is where the goddamn dolphins are, and these dolphins do on either side of the screen, they do is little twisty trick. Like, even Alice, who was like...
Sickening!
It's not sickening, it's stupid. It's downright retarded. Like, why did them dolphins have to do a trick? Anyway, that was the end credits. I've got a theme music in my head now. Why? Anyway, that's this episode done. Jaws 3D. I was meant to, now it is. Sorry guys, I've let you down. I had some 3D glasses somewhere, yeah. There you go. At least this was probably better than the 3D on that fucking Blu-ray. What did you think? Let me know how much you hated this movie, because it's just one of them ones. To me, it's got a place in my heart because that's all I had as a child. So when I watch it, I do get a rush of nostalgia from it. And it was quite fun and interesting to sit Alice through it knowing she was going to hate it. I've actually threatened to make her watch it every Sunday and she's not happy about that.
It's getting burned.
She's not burning Jaws, not burning the shark.
Don't
Thank
worry,
you guys.
watching it.
Thank you very much,
Bye,
guys.
Ollie.
Ollie says bye, apparently. His jaws are more threatening than the one in that shark, and he's got any top teeth. Thanks for watching, guys. Tell us what you think, and goodbye.
Bye.